Hello everyone, how are you all? This is your educator G Vijaya Manorama. Subscribe my channel Vijaya Manorama Tutorials. Yesterday I have started teaching light chapter, light reflection and refraction. कल उसका first part था. Today it is second part, part 2, where we are going to discuss about the spherical mirrors. Okay, before going to start the chapter, I start with a positive note. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. If you start preparing from now onwards, it is easy to score whatever the marks you want. Okay, so you have to just follow the rules to reach the success. Okay, so yesterday I had given these two questions as a homework. In the comment section I asked you to write, so those answers also I am showing here. So first answer is 7.5 meters towards the mirror and the second answer is 4 centimeters. Okay, so today's topic is spherical mirrors. Okay, till now we have discussed about the reflection of light which takes place in the plane surfaces. Not all mirrors that we use are plane. So many curved mirrors also we find in our daily life activities, like rear view mirrors in the cars. They are also curved surfaces. Dentists, they use the mirrors that is also a spherical mirror only. So which type of mirrors gives which type of images and all things we are going to discuss in this topic, spherical mirrors. Okay, a spherical mirror is obtained by taking a part of a hollow sphere of a glass or any polished metal. Okay, so the reflecting surface of a spherical mirror may be curved inward or outward. Based on that inward or outward, it was defined as two types. Okay, so spherical mirror is a curved mirror which is a part of a hollow sphere. So these spherical mirrors are of two types, concave mirror and convex mirror. This is your concave mirror and convex. This is convex. Okay, so concave mirror, what is concave mirror? Concave mirror is a spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved inward. Rays of light parallel to the principal axis after reflection from a concave mirror meet at a point on the principal axis. Here in the concave mirror we find all the inward, okay, all the light rays will converge at a point. Okay, all the light rays will converge at a point. So that's why it is also called as converging mirror. That's why it is also called as converging mirror. So these are the arrows which are showing the light rays. A parallel beam of light, when it is falling on this type of mirrors, converges at a point in front of a mirror after the reflection. All the light rays will converge at a point. That's why it is called as converging mirror, and it has a real focus. Which type of focus it has? It has a real focus. Next one is convex mirror. Convex mirror reflection takes place at the convex surface or bulging out surface. This is the bulging out surface. Convex mirror is a spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved inwards. Curved outwards, it is not inwards. Curved outwards. So rays of the light parallel to the principal axis after reflection from a convex mirrors get diverged and appears to come from a point behind the mirror. Okay, like this, they are diverging. That's why it is called as diverging mirror. A parallel beam of light, when it is falling on this mirror, appears to diverge from a point behind the mirror after reflection. It is called as, here it seems to meet at a point and the light rays are coming from this. Okay, so that's why it is called as diverging mirror, and it has a virtual focus. Okay, here the point where all these light rays are converging, that point is called as focus. The point where all the light rays are seems to meet here after diversion, that is called as focus. In the case of convex mirror, in the case of concave mirror, the light rays, all the light rays, they converge at a point that is called as focus. So now come to the which are we are going to discuss all the terms related to it. Okay, all the which type of mirror it is. This is the polished surface which is given and here it is the polished surface. इसका आंसर आपको अगर पता है कौन सा मिरर है तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में लिख सकते हो. कोई डाउट हो तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में लिखो, आंसर आप चैट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हो. सो विच मिरर इट इज convex mirror and it is concave mirror. Okay, so now the terms which are related to it that we are going to discuss. So for that I am going to draw a spherical mirror. Okay, so if I draw the concave mirror, you will understand clearly the surface which I have taken, which is curved, bent in surface. Okay, bent in surface is called as concave, right? So here the line, the imaginary line which passes through the center of this reflecting surface, these are the polished surface. Okay, this is called as the center of this reflecting surface is called as pole. Okay, the effective width or the distance of the spherical mirror from which the reflection of the light which it takes place, it is called as aperture. The reflection which it takes place, that is called as aperture. Okay, next one is pole. Pole is the center of the reflecting surface of a spherical mirror, it is called as its pole. Next one is center of curvature, the sphere, as it is a part of a sphere. Okay, so each sphere has a center part like that only. This is a part of a sphere. So here this is the sphere which I have taken and I have cut a piece and I have polished like this. So this reflecting surface is called as aperture. The imaginary line which is passing through this reflecting surface is called as principal axis. The center of that reflecting surface is called as pole and center of that sphere is called as center of curvature. So this is called as center of curvature, the geometric center of the hollow sphere. Okay, it is the part which is called as center of curvature of this spherical mirror. Okay, next one is radius of curvature. The distance between this pole and the distance between the center of curvature and pole is called as radius of curvature. So this radius of the hollow sphere of which the reflecting surface of the spherical mirror is a part is called as radius of curvature. The straight line which is passing through the center of curvature and the pole of this spherical mirror is called as principal axis. Okay, next one is principal focus. The light rays which seems to converge at a point, the light rays which seems to converge at a point, that is called as focus, principal focus. Okay, the light rays okay, it seems to be meet at a point, that is called as principal focus. Concave mirror has a real focus. The principal focus of a concave mirror is a point on its principal axis at which all the light rays which are parallel and close to the axis, they converge after reflection from this concave mirror. So a concave mirror is also called as which mirror? Converging mirror. It is also called as converging mirror. So the focus of the concave mirror is in front of the mirror with respect to the source of the light. In front of the mirror it is. Okay. So if we see the convex, okay, convex mirror, this is the convex mirror. This is the convex mirror. If we see the principal axis, it is the light ray is coming like this and they will diverge. The light rays will diverge and they seem to meet at a point. Here it is called as, this is called as focus. Okay. They are diverging mirror. So all the light rays, they'll hit to the reflecting surface and it will diverge. That's why it is called as diverging mirror. Convex mirror is called as diverging mirror and concave mirror is called as converging mirror. So the principal focus of a convex mirror is the point on its principal axis from which a beam of light rays initially parallel to the principal axis appears to diverge after being reflected from the convex mirror. That's why it is called as diverging mirror. Okay, so convex mirror has a virtual focus. Virtual focus. Whereas concave mirror has real focus. The focus of a convex mirror is situated behind the mirror with respect to the source of light. Okay, so next part is focal length. The distance between the pole and focus is called as focal length. Next one, two types of images are formed. Yesterday we have discussed real image and virtual image. What is real image? Write down in the chat box. फटाफट से लिख दो. What is real image? What is virtual image? Write down in the comment section. Comment section में आप आंसर लिखो. Real image, the image which can be obtained on the screen. Virtual image can obtain on screen. Virtual image which cannot obtain on screen. Okay, real images are always inverted, virtual images are always erect. Okay, so real image which can be obtained on the screen. A concave mirror always gives a real image if the object placed at or beyond the focus. A convex mirror never gives a real image. A real image is always inverted with respect to the object. Okay, so virtual image which can only be seen in the mirror but cannot be obtained on the screen, which are always erect. So concave mirror forms a virtual image when the object is placed at the distance less than its focus, less than its focal length. If the object is placed, then only virtual and erect image is formed in the case of concave mirror, and convex mirror always forms virtual image only. That's why here the convex mirror virtual focus and concave mirror real focus we are telling. Okay, so what is real image? Real image is formed when two or more reflected rays intersect at a point in front of the mirror. Okay, that is called as real image. A virtual image is formed when two or more reflected rays appear to intersect at a point behind the mirror. Behind the mirror, whenever they are intersecting, it is called virtual image. Okay, so real image can form on screen, virtual image cannot form on screen. Okay, real images are always inverted, virtual images are always erect. So these are the points which you need to remember. Okay, while drawing the ray diagram, these are very important. What are the things we have discussed? What are the parts we have discussed? Let me recall one more time. Aperture, aperture. Terms related to spherical mirror. Aperture. Next one is pole. After that, center of curvature. Center of curvature. After that, radius of curvature. Radius of curvature. After that, principal axis. Principal axis. After that, principal focus. Principal focus. Then focal length. Focal length. Next, types of images: real image and virtual image. Virtual image. At home you have spoon, no? You can take the spoon and you can identify the concave surface and convex surface. The surface of the spoon curved inward can be approximated to a concave mirror. If you take the spoon curved inward, it is concave. Okay. If you see the image formed by the surface of the spoon curved inward is always real and inverted. When the object is near to the surface, the image is enlarged, but the size of the image becomes smaller and smaller as the object is moved away from the surface of the spoon. Okay, so real and inverted and enlarged image is found by the surface of the spoon when it is curved inward. Another side, if you turn, the image is always virtual and erect. The image is always virtual and erect in the case of, that is the convex side, and where it is always virtual and erect. Virtual, erect and small. Whichever the distance you keep, you will find the small image. Okay. Virtual, erect and small size of the image is formed by the surface of the spoon which is bulged outwards. Okay, that is convex. The image is formed by the surface of the moon when it is the spoon which is bulged outward can be as convex mirror. Okay, so here if we see, so these are the terms which are used, we have discussed till now. So center of curvature, radius of curvature, pole, principal axis, aperture, principal focus. Okay, here the principal focus is different in both. Concave mirror in front of that, convex mirror behind. Okay, so next important part which come across in complete chapter, we will read this term called as focal length. Focal length, focal length. Okay, so here the focal length, what is the focal length? The spherical mirror of small apertures, the radius of curvature is equal to the twice of the focal length. Okay, focal length is the distance between the pole and principal focus, and in a spherical mirror the radius of curvature is twice of the focal length. So R equal to 2 into radius of curvature equal to radius of curvature equal to 2 into focal length. 2 into focal length, that is only R equal to 2F. Okay, this relationship is true for both concave and convex mirrors. So that implies the principal focus of a concave or convex mirror or spherical mirrors which lies midway between the pole and radius of pole and center of curvature, that is only called as radius of curvature, which is equal to 2F, double of the focal length. Okay, so if you see the radius of curvature of a spherical mirror, if it is R is given as 20 centimeters, what is focal length? व्हाट इज फोकल लेंथ? जल्दी से चैट बॉक्स में इसका आंसर लिखो. r इक्वल टू 2f है. r इज गिवन एज 20 इक्वल टू 2f, f इक्वल टू 10 centimeters, 20 by 2. 10 centimeters is the focal length. Like this, sums also you will get in the exam, and in the notes also you have such. Okay, so now, so here the diagram is, you can see, this is the reflecting surface, aperture, principal axis, center of curvature. Here it is focus, this distance is focal length. Okay, pole, this point is called as pole, principal focus, center of curvature, principal focus, and pole. This is radius of curvature, xy is principal axis, pf is focal length. Okay, these are the terms related to spherical mirrors. Now the rules for obtaining the images formed by a spherical mirrors. Today we are going to discuss the rules. Tomorrow we will discuss the ray diagrams and summary of the ray diagrams and sign convention. So that we'll go for the mirror formula few sums in the next session. Okay, so today I'm going to explain you the rules. So reflection by spherical mirrors. In a concave mirror, a ray of light, if it is parallel to the principal axis after reflection, passes through the focus. So this is the first rule. Parallel to the principal axis, converge at focus. This is the first rule. As the concave mirror is the converging mirror, that's why it will converge at focus. So here the next one is convex. In the convex mirror, a ray of light which is parallel to the principal axis, after reflection, it appears to diverge from the focus. Okay, diverge. So here it seems to go like this. Okay, so what is the first rule? Parallel to the principal axis, converge at focus. A ray of light, if it is parallel to the principal axis, it will converge at focus. In the case of concave mirror, diverge at focus, that is convex mirror. Second rule is, in a concave mirror, a ray of light, if it is passing through the focus after reflection, goes parallel to the principal axis. Understood? Same. It is the opposite of the first rule. Passing through focus, become parallel to the principal axis. In the case of convex mirror, passing through, touching the reflecting surface and becoming parallel to the principal axis. In the concave mirror, a ray of light which is passing through the focus after reflection goes parallel to the principal axis. In the case of convex mirror, a ray of light which is directed towards the focus after reflection goes parallel to the principal axis. ऐसे आया light ray and it will become parallel to the principal axis. Okay, from here the light ray is passing through focus and it will become parallel to the principal axis, opposite of the first rule. So third rule, if we see, in a concave mirror, a ray of light passing, this is very important. VIP question it is, because the light ray, if it is passing through the center of curvature, it will retrace its path. Okay, passing like this and it is retracing its path. Why? Why? Because spherical mirror is a part of a sphere. Okay, if the light ray is coming like this, it is forming a tangent. Okay, and it forms a 90 degrees. As we know that incident ray is equal to angle I is equal to angle R. So if it is passing like this, it will retrace its path. Okay, in a concave mirror, a ray of light passing through the center of curvature after reflection is reflected back along the same direction. In the case of convex mirror also, a ray of light is directed towards the center of curvature. After reflection is reflected back along with the same direction. Understand? A ray of light, if it is passing through the center of curvature of a concave or convex mirror, it reflects back along with the same path. Such a ray light retraces its path of reflection because it strikes the mirror normally or perpendicularly. Okay, here it is forming a tangent normally or perpendicularly. If it is hitting, it will retrace the same path. Okay, this is the third rule. What is the fourth rule? Here also angle I is equal to angle R. In a concave or convex mirror, a ray of light, if it is directed obliquely at the pole, is reflected obliquely, making equal angles with the principal axis. Okay, a ray of light, if it is incident at the pole of a spherical mirror, here this is the pole part, no? If it is incident to the spherical mirror, will reflect back along a path such that the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. In this case, the principal axis itself is the normal. It is the normal. The principal axis itself is the normal at the pole. That's why it will reflect back where angle I is equal to angle R. Okay. So these are the rules. First rule is what is the first rule? Whenever you draw this, you have to look after this. ऐसे first आपको draw करना है, then only the next part. First rule is parallel to the principal axis, converge at focus. Second rule is opposite of this, passing through focus becomes parallel to the principal axis. Two rules हो गया. Third rule is passing through center of curvature, it will retrace its path. Third rule हो गया. Fourth rule is if with any angle the incident light ray is touching to pole, it will form with the same angle where angle I is equal to angle R. Okay, so these are the four rules. By using these four rules, tomorrow we are going to discuss about the formation of images by a concave mirror and a convex mirror. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section, so that I'll take those doubts in the next session. Okay, so like the session, share with your friends, जितना ज़्यादा हो सके अपने स्कूल ग्रुप्स में वगैरह शेयर करो. कोई भी डाउट्स हो, नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मेरा टेलीग्राम लिंक भी है, आप लोग ज्वाइन करो, आप पूछ सकते हो. आई विल क्लैरिफाई योर डाउट्स. ओके, so hope you like the session. All of you like the session. Subscribe my channel विजय मनोरमा ट्यूटोरियल्स. फटाफट से अपने फ्रेंड्स को भी शेयर करो and enhance the knowledge. Thank you. Be strong, be confident, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you one and all. All the best.